firstly, I wanted to ask, on Thursday, you made it known that this card has the potential to be a card of the year contender. And after tonight, I believe there were only two decisions on the entire card, and those decisions were barn burners as well. So can you reflect on the night and the finishes, and as I said, the awards that took place tonight, and of course, the crowd that was thrown.
Yeah, like you said, like even the 4 fights, what we call before the bell, were really well matched, and I think that's something we really pride ourselves on. At the end of the day, I guess I'm paying for the show, and hopefully it makes money. But if I'm paying for it, I want to watch good fights. I don't want to sit there and watch one-sided fights. And I think when you're looking at the development of a fight, so those one-sided fights really are a waste of time as well. So even Ronnie Alvarez in the opening fight, I'm watching this guy fight an 8-rounder, and it's a really, really tough fight. It's a really good learning fight. So 4 fights well matched. The 4 main fights on the card, fantastic. At the early stoppage, between the 2 local fighters, which was great. The female fight was brilliant to watch. Turhan is unorthodox, but just scary, and one of the biggest punchers in female boxing. I thought Gabriela Tellez was fantastic at 19 years of age. I thought it was a brilliant performance, and I thought she lost the last round to lose the fight, 96-94. I mean, each judge had it that way. I thought Cardenas boxed really well tonight, and that was a really well matched fight, obviously, after the draw last time. And Bam, I've got to be honest with you, I thought Vargas was sensational through 4 rounds. I mean, I had it very, very close. I think I had Vargas was edge in the fight, and then Bam just went into second gear, and he's just so special. He's 26 years old. I think that's what people don't talk about enough. On that pound for pound list, all of those guys are at the back end of their career. I mean, I know he's got some years to go, but obviously Crawford's just departed. Alexander, who's no one other than Shakur, that's 29 now. Boots, I think, is a future potential pound for pound number 1. He's 28 years of age. It's like 26 years old, and he thinks he's only operating at 50% of his ability, which is a scary, scary thought.
Now, obviously, the middleweight questions are coming. I just want to know, is this 122 possible just for Inoue? Wake up tomorrow and see Inoue gone to 126. Is that going to stay 118 long term? And then follow up to that, do you not see that as risky? We're essentially gambling all of the future just in case one guy says yes.
That's a good question. I mean, I think if we don't do it soon, we're probably going to miss the boat. I mean, when we talked about the Inoue fight a year ago, Bam was at 115 pounds. He'd just come up from 112. It looked like a bridge too far, a step too far. Being at 118 and being one division away makes it much more realistic, but that was his first fight there tonight, and I think, I'm a little bit of a fantasist when it comes to matching fights. For me, I know there's weight classes for a reason, but I don't think the step is too far for him at 122. But I do think it's a disadvantage for him against Nair Inoue. I mean, it can only be when you're fighting a much bigger guy, and that's what he is. But Robert and Bam are going to have to weigh up the decision. Do you do it now, or do you run the risk of letting it go forever? I don't think there's a bad decision, because, realistically, Bam can stay 118 pounds, fight all the champions, try and be undisputed. The move to 122 is inevitable, but is it in December, January, or is it in a year's time? So a lot depends on the offer. I've got to be honest. I mean, I think it's going to have to be, and it will be, an attractive offer in the respect of it's really, I don't mean disrespectful to Usyk, because but he's coming to the back end. You're really looking at pound for pound number 1 v pound for pound number 2, whichever way you want to call it, and that's very rare in the sport. It's a mega fight in Japan, mega fight worldwide. I think if the offer is right, I think Bam and Robert will do it. I don't think they have any fear of doing it. And Bam's the kind of guy that he really wants to get stuck in to those kind of fights now, rather than when he's 29 or 30. I just get the flavour from him. Like going into this fight here, we could have had a voluntary defence, but he just wasn't interested. He was like, no, what else can we do? I was like, well, you could go up again and fight. Yeah, that's what we want to do. And I just, he wouldn't have a voluntary defence at 118. It would only be a unification that he'd be interested in. And if the Inoue fight comes, I don't think you'll get too much from him in a minute. He'll just say, I'll fight whoever.
lead up to the one via Inoue that everyone wants? I mean, you said he probably is going to take a voluntary defense. Could that be maybe the most logical step? I'm not saying it's fight at 118, fighting the brother of the guy.
Yeah, again, great narrative, great story. I think we have to really look at if the Inoue fight is going to happen, because otherwise, the brother story, you know, it's a unification which is important, but obviously the narrative of that is to go and fight Nairo. So I think a lot depends on Turkel O'Shea's plans for Nairo Inoue and deciding whether that fight is going to potentially take place and whether we fight in between. I mean, look, there's not just the other Inoue brother, there's Chispa Medina, who is our other champion at 118 pounds. And, you know, again, a lot depends on the offer, I think. You know, and if it's not an offer that's attractive, then we carry on unifying the division. And Bam's got many years ahead of him.
Have you already heard from Turkey?
Not yet, no.
And I wanted to ask you again, if you were watching this clearly from the lens of is he ready for in a way. First 4 rounds, maybe not, but the way he set up his power and then landed that power in the 5th and 6th round, does that convince you that he is all in for this fight?
Yeah, I mean, look, when you say first 4 rounds, I mean, I think he's getting into the fight with Vargas was fantastic. I think, again, people don't talk about how good Antonio Vargas is. He's an Olympian, great fighter, world champion, but it was just a case of going through the gears. And these guys will talk about that for a minute, but as soon as they went through the gears, it was like watching Picasso. You know, it was just pure art, pure ability and pure skill. And the big question was, will the power carry up to 118? I mean, that part of the question was truly answered tonight.
Rafael Sanchez from Summer Sensei Sports. Last match in February, you said you loved the crowd. Tonight, the crowd was fantastic. Can you predict maybe another fight before the end of the year?
Yeah, quite possibly. I mean, that would be 3 here for us in 2026. Obviously, Nunes, Navarrete, Bam against Vargas. But this is one of the first places that we inquire, you know, in Phoenix, what availability it has, because it doesn't matter where the fighter's from. You guys know your boxing, and you've always come out for Bam, and we've seen the crowd continuously rise. Now, don't forget that he boxed here for his first world championship, and that was on a week's notice. And we probably had, I don't know, 1,500. You know, and it's gone from there up 3,000, 5,000, 7,000, over 10,000 tonight. It's like, you know, it's been a perfect journey for him. And so tonight was actually supposed to be in San Antonio originally, and you know the venue availability and obviously everything going on wasn't to be. But this was, you know, just as good. And as Bam said, it's his second home. The crowd has been incredible for him.
Eddie, well, this could be for Eddie or Robert or for Dan. So, great segue for San Antonio homecoming, because the Tacoma Inoue fight is not available, but the next option would be just Medina in his hometown in Easter.
Yeah, I mean, I'll pass down to Robert, but I think Robert likes all weekend. I think just as good match. JC and the team, the Inoue brother is obviously great narrative.
So that's pretty much, even before the fight, that's kind of the plan the team has. You know, we have to do what's best for my fighter, and I think Bam is ready to fight anybody. But I do feel that it was a great test at 118. He felt the strength, the difference. 3 pounds might not sound like a lot for just a random person, but in boxing, it's a difference, a big difference. You know, those 3 pounds don't make a difference. So for me, the perfect idea would be to get another fight, and I think it will be a better performance because now he already felt it for the first time. Plus, Vargas is a little bit taller, awkward, difficult with his speed. Medina is very strong, so it will be a great test. So, you know, hopefully we get something going before the end of the year.
Mark Sabinas here with Fight Hype. Chispa Medina is a tough guy. Would that be a perfect fight here in Arizona since he is from Mexico or Mexican? And now this is Bam's second home. Or would you guys like to have it in Mexico?
Well, look, that's that's Eddie's call. He's a promoter. He's the one that makes those decisions. But I think I would love, if there was a perfect decision for us. I think San Antonio would be perfect. You know, that's I'm pretty sure Bam would love that too. Signaled him to feign first, and I always do that, you know, with my fighters. I tell them if you drop them, you need to look at the corner because we have to give them those distractions. You know, most of the time, a lot of fighters make the mistake of just going after and throwing punches, and sometimes they gas out. I told them take your time, pick the right punches, and you know, make it look nice, make it look good. That's what I always tell them. Before we go out of the ring, angling the brakes also. Punches right, make it look good, you know, pivots to all that, because I know he's excellent at that. So yeah, that was the instruction to feign first and then attack.
Jesse, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. Everyone talk about the power, but you faced a bigger guy today, and you were touched a little bit, you know, compared to the last time you fight. Did you feel his power?
I did. He had a bit more power than I expected. But you know, I was expecting that moving up to 118, a different weight class, more weight, bigger opponent. So I knew what I was going to at the ring, and I knew what to expect. So it was nothing out of the ordinary, but I did feel it.
Hey, Bam, congrats. Again, another division, another belt. Great performance, man. I know we're all playing matchmakers, so I'll tap the brakes on that a little bit. There was a local legend in the building today, a little guy who essentially set the stage for you guys. Michael Carvajal was here, and I talked to him, and he told me how proud he was of you. How does that feel, man? With somebody who's got a silver medal and the legacy that he had to say that he's here to see you and how proud he is of you to do what you're doing, not just in the industry, but specifically here at Phoenix.
Yeah, I think it's badass. I mean, Carvajal, he's a legend, especially in the smaller weight classes. He had some great fights. So the fact that he came here just to see me means a lot to me, and I'm glad that I was able to put on a good show for him.
It's a great fight tonight. So you put down Vargas the first time, right? The next time when you hit him with a straight left, did you know that that was going to be it, or did you think he was going to get back up based on the first?
I knew that was it. I think he laid flat on his back, and that's kind of when I thought to myself that that was it. And then I think the ref got to maybe like 7, and I knew that he wasn't getting up.
Bam, again, congratulations.
Thank you.
Was there anything missing from the coach's instructions for tonight's fight?
Was there any what?
Missing, like any other instruction that you missed, or all the boxes were checked out?
I mean, yeah, I had the best coach in all of boxing. Robert's the greatest of all time, so anything he says I know is going to work, and all I got to do is listen to him, and that's what I did tonight, and I got the knockout.
Jesse, you've been involved in your career. Just how much of an impact has he had on your career, not just your career, but on your personal life in the other way?
I mean, Robert, if it weren't for him, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. He not only got me to where I'm at, but he's guiding me outside of the ring as well, making the right decisions, not only for myself, but for my family. He always reminds me to just be financially smart, and as far as coaching, I mean, like I say, he's the best of all time, and I know with him in my corner, no one can beat me. Thank you.
And I think a good follow-up to that question, now passing it on to Robert, you've trained this kid since he was a young man, and I agree he is a father, having 2 kids of his own, and going around collecting as much gold as possible. How would you reflect on your journey with him, not just as an athlete, but as a man?
Look, the best feeling is when you obviously start with a kid, as a young kid, and make his sport to be with you and go on, you know. And with Bam, it's a lot more special because it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy us trying to get him located. You know, we had to buy fights in Mexico. You know, I was you know forced to do stuff like that because you know I tried, but his weight class I also understand. You know, but then we got that opportunity to fight for the world title, and that's what that was the best thing that could have happened. You know, Eddie. After that, Eddie was there with us 100%. He's been there also. You know, we're still with him, and we're gonna
Robert, I have to give a shout out to Kevin Rooney as well. And Robert, that's a good manager that isn't going to be denied, because Robert came to us with a light flyweight called Jesse Rodriguez and he said, look, I've got this kid, he's unbelievably special. Kevin is a boxing guy through and through. I am as well, but probably Kevin even more so. And he comes to us, he said, look, Robert knows his fighters. What could you? I'm like, Kev, we really don't need a light flyweight. You know, we got Chocolatito at the time, we're working with Estrada, Rung Missile, these guys like just, you know, and he was like, look, give him a shot. And I think the first one was Fresno, and he looked really good, and then it was just on. And then to be honest with you, like the world title, he was co-main event on that card, and he stepped up 2 divisions on a week's notice to fight Quadras, to beat him, to become world champion. So I think since then, we've done an incredible job, but originally, you know, we were kind of, thank God, bullied into it by Robert Garcia because we believe in his eye and he knows talent. So when he tells you you've got a very, very special young fighter, we believed him, but they still took that fight. If they hadn't taken that fight at a week's notice and stepped up 2 divisions, I don't think we'd be here today. Certainly not as quickly. So it's little moments like that where you have to take the leap of faith that you believe in someone. And since then, I mean, even when he beat Quadras, we knew he was special. I didn't know he was this special. And every time, and what he said at the press conference this week was so true. It's probably 50% of his capability is what you're seeing right now. And at 26 years of age, that is a frightening prospect. And that's why, when we talk about the Inoue fight, that's the gamble. We're going to get better. But do we miss the boat if we move to featherweight and etc.? So, and that's where the offer comes in, the business comes in. But we know Bam's going to get better and better and better and better. So, look, you know, we're so lucky to have him on the team. You know, we've got fighters like Bivol and Boots and Bam. You know, I actually think this guy's pound for pound number 1 at the moment, honestly. I really do. And he's a pleasure to deal with. So is Robert, because they've never turned down a fight. They've never turned down a fight because they believe in his ability.
Lastly, for Bam, obviously why this fight with Inoue is so big is because they're both cultural. They've expanded into the cultural realm. In you, with the music and your style, talk to me a little bit about how it feels to kind of be popping now into the mainstream with artists and again other fighters like you as a fighter.
Yeah, I think it's crazy. I'm a lower weight class fighter and I'm from America as well, so the fact that I'm able to get the exposure that I do, it's honestly crazy just knowing I'm on the pound for pound list 1, and then there's other pound for pound fighters that I'm their favorite fighters, so I mean, it's just crazy where I'm at today, to be honest, but I knew it was going to happen eventually. It was just, I needed my opportunity, and that's when Eddie Hearn came in. But of course, I had the back of taking promotions since I even turned professional, so with that help, with Eddie's help, Robert's help, I mean, sky's the limit.
Steve Toledo, Carolina Sports and Fight TV, Bam Wrestling. 3rd division world champion, but first from San Antonio. Just talk to me about how that feels, right? The first ever from your city. And you know, the goalpost keeps moving. I think you told me Thursday that at first you just wanted to become world champion. Now it's 3rd division. What's, I don't know, where's the goalpost going on?
I mean, I'm just having fun now. I won my first world title at 22 years old, and I still have so much more to go. So it's just like I'm having fun while I'm doing it, but I mean, I don't know what else to say, man. Like I'm going in the ring and doing me.
Can you guys fill us in on the hand wraps? We heard buzz down media section for really getting prepared. What's going on with the hand wraps?
No, that happens. It was that big of a deal. It was the padding that I always use in my fights with my fighters. It's just a comfortable padding, but the thing was with the commission, it wasn't even with the opposite corner because they actually said yes, we could use it because we were using it too. They wanted to use it too, but at the end
now you got 3. 4 is on the horizon. Do you think you can still go up to 22 and 26?
I think so. I mean, I'm only 26 years old. I feel like I haven't even hit my full